and he died pretty young and left young children behind. And at his funeral, this story emerged. He was a janitor at a local hospital and just like woke up he worked the night shift. So he'd be with his kids during the day and then he'd go work the night shift as a janitor and come home early in the morning, sleep for a while, get up, be with his kids again, do it all over again. And so from the outside looking in, he looked like he lived this kind of like mundane, boring, ordinary life. Well, it emerged at his funeral, like this informal funeral service that they had, like memorial service at the hospital. These two homeless guys showed up. And every day on his way to the hospital, this guy had stopped under a bridge to drop off food to these two homeless guys that lived under this bridge and taken their laundry from them, brought it home with him, done their laundry, dropped it back off to them the next day when he went to pick him to go back to work and dropped off more food. And he did this every single day, and not even his wife knew about it.
Really?
That it just was like became a part of his rhythm. And why it strikes me is like the principle that was being talked about yesterday is living a life of hiddenness. That's like a virtue of the Christian life that we've largely lost or has been de-emphasized in a world of social media and notoriety and all the rest, that not nearly enough of the Christian life is hidden from the world. But what strikes me about that is not that he kept it hidden from others as much as he didn't feel the need to go out and save the world, like go serve at homeless shelters. And I'm sure he probably had plenty of opportunities through his church to do X, Y, and Z. And he just played his role and was principled and disciplined about like, this is where I feel called to serve, and being really resolute about that and measured and boundaried with that. And I'm sure if we pick that apart, there are deficiencies and communication issues and all sorts of things that could have been improved. But I think the story just popped into my head, both because of recency of hearing it yesterday, as well as like that kind of disciplined commitment to serving and going out of your way to serve the poor in this example, but not feeling the need to serve the poor every which way that's ever asked of you, or every beggar that is on the street that needs money that I got to do it because that's who I am.
Right.
But it's like and he developed a relationship when he got to know these guys' story on a really deep level. And so there's just kind of this like depth and connection and relationship with these two guys that seems insignificant, but then spoke very loudly in the context of his funeral and the story of his life, and became inseparable with how people knew Bobby as a result of this.
That's huge.
This reality.